Palace. Go ahead and max and relax and let the doc quarterback this one, huh? We're talking Slim and MT Pop. Mr. I'll win everything. You know the doc is here to deliver. Go ahead and put on your good stuff. It's time to suit up. Let's make something happen, huh?
Get your Sharingan. Now I'm going to destroy. I am the Prince of all Saiyans once again.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all living, man? Is everybody good? Is y'all straight? Keep up with the doc. You moving too slow. I'm finna bring these biggity bad boys down real fast so I can, wait a minute. Let me just go take hold on just a quick second. Let me take a quick second. Let me take a good quick look at y'all real fast. Is y'all straight? Oh, wait. Palace, Pete, man. The doc is in a whatever the fuck that is. The doc is in a real special place right now. The doc is in study mode, huh? And I wanted to bring that to the Palace. I'm over here. I'm looking at shit differently. I'm analyzing. I'm assessing. I'm ready to take it to the next level, huh? Slim Boogie just did a judge demo. And I want to break this motherfucker on down with you. I was already here live in the flesh, but I like I said, I want to bring it back to the Palace. So I'm gonna stop bumping the gums. We're gonna do a 2-for-1 special, huh? We're gonna do a 2-for-1 special. Let me go ahead and get the wind up going. Flava. Taking it back to my roots, man. Pops is already looking super crisp with the fluidity in the movement. I sure as hell didn't expect this song. He said, "Give it to me, baby." Nice. Even the difference between contractions and just stops. Nice. Nice. Whoa. He just looks so comfortable, man. Nice. Wait a minute. I knew he was talking different when that house. I knew he was talking different when the house shit came on. Wait a minute. Then he started flipping it on him. Slimming, stretching. Hold on. It's gonna suck for me when I'm editing. Let me let the video finish, Palace. I gotta make it somewhat easy for myself. And then I'm gonna try to we gonna watch that mother flipper again. Cause I really just wanna sit and break down the science of it. This ain't like a live stream. Cause I can't do all that pausing and shit. Hold on, right back to it. Those contractions, it's nice, man. Really clean. I just like the feeling of like how his movement feels so consistent, but the pops don't lose any of the quality, even from his shakes and stuff like that. The walk with the pop, the directions, already using chest and shoulder, but then having mad angles within his arm placements. Fluidity in the movement, using different angular motions, circles and shapes, lines. Full body control. That was nasty how the leg came around from the other side, man. It's just super smooth. It's like he interacts with every part of his body, man. That's that. I knew that. Y'all ain't faster than before I have. Damn, man. The polys, dang, the polys, bro. Because the emphasis of each pop that he's doing with all those angles, man, and he breaks up his arms while still being consistent on the legs and still having the techniques, man. Like, this is the stuff to me, like, I've already done this multiple times in Live Friday, so y'all know how I get, man. The PhD will come out real fast, where I just really assess the quality of all the things that I put into one within his movement. And then everything that I know it to be, like from learning with Tabo, and then the things that I've learned from Slim, is that you develop something from a simplistic state and you push that into something that can eventually become complex. So as you work within the simplicit, the simple stuff, you eventually develop that with adding layers. So when he's adding the say the pop, but then he's adding directions on top of it. This is just forms of structure at this point. He's adding the directions with it. He's incorporating multiple isos within the arm pops. So maybe if he's doing arm pops down, but now within the directions, he's also incorporating his shoulders or his chest, or now he's doing different head directions, or maybe he's also stepping with it. There's multiple ways which you can then layer something on top of that movement that's the primary, which is the arms at the time, or this just for this example. And then on top of that, then he starts obviously freaking rhythms. So you can already surmise that, like, if I'm talking about all these things and I'm talking about the movement, then you have to understand how to apply it to the music, which is why I always talk about choice. And then I always give him the emphasis of I always emphasize with him how distinct his choices are. A lot of times I could then look at the rhythms that he applies within his movement to say, like, that choice in particular is so interesting to me, because I guarantee you, man, I could watch 10 dancers dance and them not make those type of decisions. Movement is movement. And sure, I think within the way that I try to break this stuff down, a lot of you guys already naturally gravitate to movement. Movement is what you can see. It's a lot more appealing in the ways that you can do a lot of dynamic shit with it. But the listening part and the rhythm and the ways in which I feel like this is just as complex, it's just oftentimes overlooked unless you're beat killing. But oftentimes, even within that, the beat maker already provided the spacing and the beats and the layering that you're just writing, more so than the emphasis of how, like, oftentimes Slim will pick apart certain things and sequence his movement in a certain way that doesn't naturally just follow what the beat maker provided. It's like he skips through certain phases of the beat to go into a lyrical wave, and then he comes back to hit a double drum kit, but then he eases off right into the snare. Like, there's certain things that you have to understand, like, in terms of choice. It's not just following the pattern that is already presented to him by the beat maker. It's like he conducts it in his own way. And you don't know when something is going to happen. So when you study, you're like able to realize, like, these are not most of the time accidents like a lot of other people's are. It's done in a way where it's, again, choice, and it's calculated based on the understanding, the experience, the fucking skill, the capability to not only, like, even understand where to place those things, but then now we're going back to the movement and then the technique and the way he's able to, like, execute something as fluidly as he does, or as smooth as it is, or to even have, like, the understanding between, like, how to just conduct contrast. Like, so when he's doing something extremely fast for a moment and then he slows it down, or even the polyrhythms, like, there's so many things that I think is super important within dance. And oftentimes I feel like these are the components that are overlooked so that you can do just a big blow up move. And I don't even look at the big blow up move to not have its place, but there's a meta that I feel like emphasizes more of the tricks than just the actual components that, to me, make up skill. It is impressive to do a move, and it's not even really about that, but I genuinely appreciate these things that give me a sense of understanding of what depth looks like, that actually can carry you around beyond what something like a move can do. A move cannot carry you around. It's just a move, but oftentimes it does. Oh, brother. All right, we just finna We finna just go at it. Let me quarterback this one, huh? We finna move right on MT Pop versus my man Precise. Now, look, man, I want to talk about Precise because he been holding it down. He like the same generation as me. He been holding it down for popping for years, man. For years, man. And if this is your first time watching him, oh boy. Watch him work, huh? Let me go ahead and get the wind up going. Yeah. We already know what MT Pop gonna do, but watch this. Check this out. He like, you MT Pop though. You win everything. Come on, man. Summer Dance Forever, and everything else. But like, oh, 81 freestyle session. Like, look, man. All right, look. But you in the U.S. This is the U.S. Let's do this. Hold on. Nice. Good level. Nice. That was nice. That was nice how you continued that. Nice. 5 seconds. Turn up there. Turn it up there. Get Buck little Precise. That's a headshot. That's a headshot. Pack his ass up. Get him up out of here. Here, MT Pop already locked in. I don't even think he paid attention to the round, the way he just dusted it off like that. God damn. There's just certain levels of detail that MT Pop be on, man. And he has a distinct flair, too, that just separates himself from the people he going up against. He has a clear separation in the music. It's very formulaic, but it's there. Nice. 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 I hear that, man. Nice. Very anticipated, understood. Now that was dirty. That was dirty. That was dirty, even with the hand finish after that. That was dirty. That was sick. 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 You already saw my hands up. I already had a tie. Let me go back. I want to watch it one more time. Man. Let's study this shit, man. I feel like this with Precise and just a lot of us, sometimes at least for the people that are going up against people like MT Pop, there's just certain qualities in the delivery that just make what I think like the impact not as strong. Of course, based on certain things that are like, it's not necessarily trick based, but the way that MT Pop heavily relies on separating the music to make that distinct, it's there, but it's so sharp in the execution of the technique and all those other elements that he adds with his movement. Because I feel like Precise is doing everything on the music. The naturalness in his foundation, the natural development of his movement, good line work right there with the layers, levels, waving has always been nice. I feel like that was probably one of the strongest moments right there. Besides the end, nice right there, nice. Sick. Sick, man. Sick. Don't play with it then. Bye, yeah. To the moon, baby. To the moon, baby. See, when he did this right here, though, that was disrespectful. He slapped him in his lips, and I saw that. That's so cold, though. That's so sick, man. That's heavy. That's heavy. There's a sense of flair like in his movement too. Just the overall sense of presence just is a little different. I think they just carry themselves because they're so familiar. But how he attacked the hi-hats like that, there's a lot of separation in what you can hear with an Empty Pop's round. This stuff just doesn't work on me because I already, you just know. You just know. But other than that, I still get it. I get it. Nice. I just think overall too, maybe like the only flaw I probably have with an Empty Pop's round for this one is that it feels very heavy in like the repetition of the beat versus just the overall sense of flow. But I'll take another round. I'll take another round. But I get it. I got mad respect for Precise, man. Mad respect for Precise still holding it down in these popping events, these popping lineups, man, representing the U.S. Probably one of the few, because I mean, shit, we only usually get about 2 to 3 of them that even make it. So I really just have nothing but respect, man, to see him still in a position to try to put USA in the lineup. But yeah, the way I look at it, man, I would have took another round. I think just based on overall delivery, though, I just understand Empty Pop taking the win for sure. I just emphasized earlier in the video that this is more so for studying. So realistically, I just take certain elements of everything that I'm watching to be able to critique not only like what I see, but then also reflect upon what I do, what I want to implement. So naturally, like there's things that I would associate within Slim's movement that I would just want to have in just overall sense of freedom. Like the way in which he looks so relaxed in those moments of contracting, or the way in which his movement feels so consistent while implementing contractions is definitely always been something that's ideal for me to want to be able to implement. And I know a lot of times I'm reminded because people tell me this for the ones that actually see me dance, like that I do these things and I'm fully aware of it, but there's just still like a sense of like understanding where I've always had this even since I was starting, because again, skill was like super important back in the day. Like you would be able to like almost rank yourself. And that's what battles used to feel like to some degree. They used to feel like you would actually be able to measure yourself against those who are making it or those who are winning. And you would be able to clearly see the differences between what those people were doing and what you're doing. And realistically, I just still see the things that certain people within certain skill is capable of, or like at a certain skill point, they're doing certain things that I'm not doing as efficiently. So that being the case, like I can probably list a whole bunch of things that I see Slim do. And realistically, just to like sum it up for the video, those would probably be 2 components, like Precise, the emphasis on his pop within the freedom of his movement, just the same. But then also like the way he mixes in waving, very clean. I think Empty Pop, he just has a very detail oriented way of breaking down the music and keeping the pop as consistent as he does. But then I think the main thing is what people gravitate to him for is just his overall sense of presence, his character, his like humor to some degree. I think once you make people laugh and you just have that overall like, you have that overall like, how do I want to say it? It's like when you have that reputation. So people already know that you're going to more than likely do something in this round. And there's going to be some type of like Showtime like aspect to what you're going to do, but then also your humor, his smile, everything that he brings in terms of charisma. So there's certain elements probably within that I definitely am not a performer. I don't really do that at all. But even outside of that, like I said, the detail oriented things, the way in which it's like you could do all these things, but it's the choice. Like the choice that I was emphasizing for Slim is like the choice that I'm emphasizing where Precise was dancing to that same song. And I don't necessarily care for how much he did it, because I told you it almost felt like it's too fragmented to some degree, because Precise's round at least felt more fluid in how it was developed or constructed within the movement, versus like Empty Pop's pretty much stayed within that 8 count time frame to accent and do things within a specific way. He definitely separated a lot of things in every 8 count, but it didn't feel like anything was progressive throughout his round. But he definitely had still the strong pops, the overall sense of like I said, breaking down the music, And then in that way of me emphasizing choice, like again, to do certain things, ding, 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 like it's just good, bro. It's just good. Let me know within the breakdown what you saying that you evaluated or what you feel like you gained from anything that I'm expressing to you right now. And just again, man, go throughout the end of this year and go into next year getting labbed up, man. Get labbed up, man. Study. You got to be able to reflect upon the things that has already taken place this year and not just live within highlights. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's going to be like a certain distant memory. Like go back and study, gang. There's so much footage. I'm going to be putting together a highlight video for us to assess the best rounds of the year. Join the Discord. I'll put the Discord link in the comment section. There's going to be a section under the Metals Palace discussion where I'll have best rounds of 24 in a thread. You click that and you should only be given like one link, but just drop what you think is the best round. I'm going to be compiling all those just to be able to go through them in a video with you guys, break it on down, and just go back through all the different rounds that took place throughout this year and just reflect, study, go back to a point to recognize a lot of things that you are still not doing in your rounds. And even more so, comment right now. What do I want y'all to put, man? Just leave a comment for me. I don't know what y'all can say, but leave a comment. I'm planning on making talking head videos, like just me trying to break down more of these elements, more so from a verbal stance than anything that has to do with like constantly watching something. But there's a lot of topics that we don't break down because I try to keep it within a moderate length of what we've watched. So that way it's not too much talking. But usually it comes from whatever we watch that usually emphasizes whatever I talk about. But oftentimes there's mad things that we could be discussing. Usually I'll do that for Live Fridays. But even more so for the people that don't always watch or tune into the live streams, I'm going to start making videos where we're just discussing, because I'm just really in this state of mind where I'm absorbing as much information as I can within this state of mind that I'm in currently for my practice. And I want to be able to engage in that with you guys. So let me know in the comment section. I feel like it's mad shit. There's something that I think you can leave in terms of a comment. So I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. We're right there, Palace. We will be a little bit behind, but we got about, like, I think 7,000 left. Something like that. Hey, man, we on the road. We on the way. I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.